it's an interesting question you ask because it points to a very fundamental thing about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is something that if somebody is ready to do something and start something of their own, take on the risks, then what happens as an incidental thing around that is not necessarily going to change a whole lot. And that's what I think I found. Even though I was fundamentally thinking that maybe there is going to be a shift in the kinds of people that will show up and so on and so forth. So this time Test was very aspirational in its vision to do things that was over and beyond what we have traditionally done very, very well, which is the IT sector. So we actually went out and wanted to include a lot more sectors than IT. So manufacturing we reached out to, that was our theme for the first day. So the theme for the second day was social entrepreneurship, and today, the last day, is clean tech. So overall the theme was inclusive entrepreneurship. So when we reached out to so many people, and we used the radio, the newspapers, various other ways which are traditionally not IT related, we were able to reach a much larger audience. And of course the other Thai chapters around the world also pitched in to kind of say, hey, there is a test happening in Bangalore. So we were very happy to see the way things were coming along, but then the financial downturn started happening in September, October, and things started becoming a little bit tougher for us to get things going. And then the Mumbai attacks happened, and we were told, oh, security is an issue. A lot of emails came to me from all over the world saying, is the conference happening? And that was a good enough reason if we wanted to just say, hey, we're not going to do the conference. But we decided to continue with that. And what we found out was that the entrepreneurs came no matter what. And we were completely overwhelmed by the response that we had. On the first day, after we did our counts, we had gotten more than 1,890 registrations. So in the sheer magnitude, we had accomplished something much larger than all the incidents, even though they themselves were large in magnitude. The kinds of impact that it had on us was not as much as we had worried about. Yeah, so this is I think the the progressive craziness that is in my entrepreneurial journey. So one is that why should I do one enterprise at a time? So we started Mentor Partners. I invested in 7 companies, and was pulling my hair out with 7 companies. Then I said, why 7? Why not 7 million? So this new enterprise is about the 7 million entrepreneurs that I want to touch and inspire and impact through the mentoring that we can provide them. It's a way to scale the mentoring process. Mentoring is not very easy. It's a very intimate kind of a dialogue and a relationship between a mentor and a mentee. But if you really look at it, there are certain things that you can actually take in and create a certain methodology of how mentoring can be done. So if you are able to encapsulate that in some kind of a technology, what you have done basically is use technology to enable you to create a worldwide network of mentors and mentees, and you are able to now bring them onto a platform that will get you to interact by breaking down the barriers of time zones, geography. So basically now, if you have a question that you are looking to resolve, usually what you do is you look around and whoever you think can help you with, your chartered accountant, your banker, your friends, your uncles, and so on and so forth, you ask them for advice. Chances are you don't get the right mentor or the right expertise around you. So what do you do now? You really need to reach out to people who have the ability, have the experience, have the knowledge, to make this happen. So if you are able to connect the right set of mentors with the mentee, chances are within a very short period of time, there is a level of clarity, a level of understanding where now you can really move forward very fast. That is what we enable Mentor Square to do for our members on this platform. So today we have created a network of experts and expertise. We have 500 members now who are using this, and they are having some wonderful conversations on Mentor Square. They are going off and saying this is making a huge impact on the way I'm doing things. There are people sitting in Coimbatore, there are people sitting in Mumbai, Pune, Jodhpur, and the US and the UK, and all over the globe. There are people sitting there and are able to interact with mentors who are also sitting all over the globe and being able to transact and take their businesses to the next level. By having these linkages actually provide value to you on a daily basis to your business. That is what Mentor Square does. I think we can create $1 billion plus valuation with this kind of an enterprise. As I said earlier, I think the entrepreneurs are going to make it happen no matter what. It's the time and the place has come calling to them, and they'll take this thing forward. The good news is, the economic downturn actually bears the market possibilities a lot more. In the sense that when the water level is down, you see all the rocks, so you kind of see the lay of the land a lot better, so you know what not to do and how not to do it, where the real demands are in the markets. Because when markets are a lot better, there's a lot more fluffiness around it, so people are would think what is probably not a great demand or a great area to go after may look very interesting. But now I think you have market in its in a bikini. You got to see, you can see all the contours. So given that, you shape a business around the possibilities that the market offers you. That's the fundamental premise with which an entrepreneur should start a company. Now you have the market bearing itself to you, and then if you are able to build a business model that can scale, that can cater to this market and do it in a very thought out way, I think you have a very nice enterprise on your hands. I think this is very important. When you approached me about WATblog being a media partner for TESS, I really thought it was very appropriate, because we have very traditional ways of reaching out, and especially for people who are a lot more savvy than we think we are ourselves. So I've seen the kind of reach that you have. I've seen the kind of people who are able to digest this kind of information, assimilate it and use it on their own, and you have made this into a very effective medium to reach out, to converse, to create these kinds of relationships with the entrepreneurs. So it made eminent sense for us to partner with WATblog to do this thing. And I think it's also probably the new medium through which a lot of our future conferences should also be reaching out.